Greetings. This video I'm going to be painting an Assault Intercessor of the Doom Legion. I gave him a Power Fist and Heavy Bolt Pistol. After he was fully assembled, I primed him black. The Doom Legion are a successor chapter of the Ultramarines, which makes this my first video of a chapter with a known origin. I started by base coating the entire miniature with Leadbelcher. I'm going to build up multiple layers with different silvers to try and get a nice finish. The Doom Legion are sworn to remain vigil over the Elysian Maze, though they have reluctantly sent a number of companies to join crusades. The Abyssal Crusade in M37 saw 6 companies fall to chaos, becoming the vectors of pox. More recently, they participated in the defense of Kassar Sonnen during the Despoiler's 13th Black Crusade, alongside the Firelords. I imagine they have since participated in the Dominus Crusade as well. The silver base coat is coming along nicely, but then the arm came off. Not going to be a problem, I'll just paint around it and then glue it back on later. After finishing with Leadbelcher, I cleaned up the connection points where the arm came off. It should help the glue adhere. I used superglue to reattach the arm and waited for it to set properly before continuing. Next I applied Iron Hand Steel. Just dry brushed this on like the previous layer, but I didn't go as deep into the recesses. You can see the shine that Iron Hand Steel brings out on the right compared to the left with only Leadbelcher. Next I did a highlight of Runefang Steel. Next I used Nuln oil, this went all over. This is what the Nuln oil looks like after we've waited an hour for it to dry. Not bad, but I think we need a bit more colour in it. So we move on to Agrax Earthshade. This is just going to go over the lower half and try and slowly blend it up towards the middle. The dark grey wash on the gunmetal areas. Now we're on to the black base coat. I'm going to paint the fibre bundles, the backpack cabling, the inner part of the power fist, the weapon casing. I also base coat the Imperialis and the pauldrons black. Next I used Caliban green for the green details. This green went on the Imperialis, pauldron trims, and the skull on his power fist. It's a really weird shade of green on the colour plate. Citadel doesn't offer a colour that matches this, so I tried to make one with Caliban green and Warpstone glow. Next I did his left knee pad in Mephiston red to denote he's from the 3rd company. I do 2 coats of this. I also use Mephiston red for the eyes. Here I start painting the lights on his wrist. We're using Mephiston red, Warpstone glow, and Hoeth blue. Next I go in and highlight the eyes with Evil Sunz Scarlet, trying to go towards the nose and bring it out a bit. I also do a light glaze on the knee pad with Evil Sunz Scarlet. And highlight the wrist lights. I use Moot green for the green on his wrist, and Baharroth blue for the blue. I then applied pure Warpstone glow as a edge highlight to the shoulder pad trims, Imperialis, and the skull on his power fist. I then paint the belt with Rhinox hide. Completely forgot to do this for my last video. Then onto Eshin grey to highlight the blacks. This is not an easy task. I put some scratches on there to make it look a bit more damaged. Next I move on to Runefang steel to highlight all the rivets. And now for the transfers. I liked the result in the last video, so I decided to try that again. I used Ardcoat watered down a bit, brushing it onto the pauldrons. As that's set, I cut out the decals. For the chapter insignia, I used the chaplain marking, as it's pretty much the same. I managed to finally remember to use the correct tactical marking this time. It'll be from the 7th squad of the 3rd company. I applied a few coats of microset, with half hour or so in between each layer. As I was switching to microsol, I noticed the insignia had moved. This can happen if you apply too much. It was too late to do much about it, so I placed an Indomitus Crusade campaign badge on the front half of the pauldron in an attempt to conceal the misalignment issue. It's looking alright, but a bit too clean compared to the rest of the model now, so I wanted to try out an enamel wash. I chose AK Interactive's wash for aircraft engines, thinned with Ammo by MiG's odorless enamel thinners. The name of the wash isn't important, it's just the colour I'm looking for. I applied a thin coat over the pauldrons, but then decided to put a little over the entire model in case the result looked off without it. A unifying method, I guess. Enamel leaves a grainy finish, which looks good over otherwise clean acrylic. If you've never tried enamels, they're not hard to work with, it's just perceived to be messy. You're covering your entire model with something you're not used to. It's a bit daunting, but with finish you can take off pretty much all of it. And this is it with it all dry. I mean, it's looking alright. I probably could have used a bit more, but I think it will do. Now with the model itself done, I move on to the basing. I painted the base with Rhinox hide, so that if I put basing material down and there's a gap, you'll just see brown instead of black. It's important to wait a few hours after using enamel before applying basing material like this, because enamel can be sticky. In the past when dunking models with this material, I've gotten grass and rocks up their legs. It's not a good look. After waiting for a few hours for it to dry, PVA glue, then dip it in the base material. I brushed off excess with my finger, and then painted the edge black. Went over this with an ultra matte varnish as well. A thin coat of varnish doesn't affect the metallicity enough to be a concern. Here's the final result. I'm happy with this one. The metallic paint was a bit thick. I think my pot of Leadbelcher needs replacing, instead of just adding metal medium over and over. The green's also a bit off. Maybe another brand has a closer match. It's a fairly quick scheme. It looks nicer than I thought it would. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any suggestions for which chapters to paint next, leave them in the comments. See ya!